Welcome to an all-new episode of St. Louis Presents.
Good to be here.
Hello on our set that we are getting used to, but should not get used to too quickly.
I like it, though. I like it.
I do, too. So who knows what the set will look like the next time we're here, but thanks to Fox 2 for the donation of the set that we will soon have.
I love surprises. I can't wait.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to summer. I think parents everywhere right now are doing what we're doing, trying to figure out what are we going to do with the kids all summer long, because, you know, they do actually eventually get bored watching TV.
You can't lock them in the basement all year.
No, you really
Right.
can't. So we're going to talk a little bit about some fun things that kids can do this summer at the St. Louis Science Center. And of course, it's always a goal, I think, for us to either manage to get food or pets on the show.
We're going to do the pets thing, Debbie. In fact, there's a nice little doggy here we're going to meet a little bit later. We're going to talk to a veterinarian with the City of St. Louis Animal Care and Control because, you know, spay and neutering is really an important issue. And there are some numbers that you're not going to believe as far as, like, if you don't spay and neuter pets, what that will do down the road as far as having unwanted animals.
Yes.
And
But also
it doesn't
for the health
end well
of your
usually
pet.
for them either. So spay and neutering is really important. There's some really good reasons to do it.
Absolutely. So we'll learn about all that and more coming up. So stay with us with this edition of St. Louis Presents. Well, winter is hanging on. We're ready for it to just move away. But if you're thinking about summer camps, registration is now open for some pretty exciting camps at the St. Louis Science Center. Joining me now to talk more about it is Kate Edwards. And Kate, kids love the Science Center. I mean, it's just a fact. And when parents are stuck with their kids where they have a snow day or, you know, they're home from school, so many parents are like, okay, just taking the kids to the Science Center. So they can actually spend several weeks at the Science Center this summer, right?
Yeah, during the summer we offer 8 weeks of camp. That's a lot. So we get to visit the Science Center, they get to do some fun hands-on activities. We offer camps for ages pre-K to 10th grade. So I know that we were talking before and you have a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old. What do you do with them? You want to keep it centrally located? Well, we offer that. I mean, pre-K to 10th grade, you really can't beat that, and so many different topics.
That's great, yeah, because if you have kids with that age spread, then you end up having kids all over the place, and it's difficult. But what I also like about the camps at the Science Center is, you know, it is really important for the kids to get out and run around and be active and enjoy the summer, but you also don't want them to not use their brains at all for the entire summer, and at least they're getting some learning with some fun.
Yeah, definitely. We offer a lot of different activities. We take them out into the park. They get to visit the Science Center. Of course, it's so hot during the summer that we have that air conditioning that everybody in St. Louis appreciates. But yeah, those 8 weeks, if you want to look for more information on our website, just go to slsc.org and there's a Learn tab and go to the summer camp. And if you're looking for what to do with the kids for summer, but you're not quite sure, you want to try it out, we also offer spring break camps. So for a full week, we offer similar camps, similar things that we would do over the summer, just a lot more compact. And that's actually for ages 1st grade to 5th grade, all together learning. So your kids could be in the same classroom and learning, but, you know, at different varying ages.
So can you give me an example of just some of the different camps, what kids might be doing?
Oh yeah, during the summer, one of our favorite camps is Flight Academy. Kids learn how to fly a plane, the mechanics of it, simulators, etc. Then on Friday, they get to actually go to an airport and fly a plane.
Wow.
Yeah, I liken it to like driver's ed, a driver's ed flight academy. So they get to fly their own plane. Parents can come and watch them do that. We also have children who are wanting to be pilots, so they can like log those hours. One of my favorite camps, it's a new camp, is Scary Science, Aliens to Zombies. So every day is themed, like this is a UFO landing, and about brains and things like that, about different bugs and scary things, spiders and
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
My
there's
son
a lot
is
of fun
obsessed with
things.
bugs at the moment.
Me
so.
too.
He still talks about the roach race he saw one time when you had the bug exhibit at the Science Center. So he wants us to race bugs in the house, but we're not doing that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of culinary things you can do with them. Yes.
So what I think is great about the Science Center is that, a lot of times when you're trying to get kids to learn, they don't necessarily want to learn, or they're almost offended that you're trying to make them learn something over the summer especially. But when you mix it in with, a little bit of fun stuff, then, oh my gosh, they're learning.
Yeah, the best type of learning is when you don't realize you're learning. You're just having fun. You're having fun with your friends. You're doing things. You're taking things home to share with your family. And you learned something. Oh my goodness.
Now, going back to the Flight Academy camp that you were talking about, the kids are seriously going to fly a plane, or they're just in an actual cockpit?
They are in a plane. They are in a plane with an instructor person, so they fly it, and then there's someone who helps them take off and stuff like that, and they are flying the plane while they're up there. But like I said, it's like a driver's ed. If something happens, there's someone in there. Design it, build it is fun. So engineering skills are super important for careers that are coming up. Design it, build it is a fun way to build things with practical uses, and then display them for your family at the end of the day. Coaster Creations, they get to go and see the safety inspections at Six Flags, and then also learn about the engineering and building and stuff.
That's fantastic. We're seeing some information on the screen right now about some of the different options. So whether it is over spring break or all summer long at the St. Louis Science Center, slsc.org. Kate, thanks so much for telling us more about this, and we are confident many families will be taking advantage of the summers at the Science Center.
My pleasure. I look forward to seeing everyone there.
And right now we're going to see Steve Potter because he's got some headlines for us. Steve?
Thank you, Debbie. Missouri Governor Jay Nixon has appointed John Watson as Missouri auditor in the wake of Tom Schweik's death. Watson is Nixon's senior advisor and former chief of staff. He'll serve as the state auditor until a permanent appointment is made. Dan Isom has announced his resignation as director of Missouri's Department of Public Safety as he plans to return to teaching. Isom retired as the chief of police after 24 years with the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department before taking on the state post. In a statement, Isom said, quote, "It's been a great honor to serve as the Director of Public Safety during this important time, but after a long career in law enforcement, I have found that my true passion is teaching, and I'm eager to return to my students at UMSL," unquote. We wish him the best of luck. And Covenant House, Missouri hosted their annual Executive Sleep Out, February 27th. 20 St. Louis executives braved the weather and slept outside to raise money and awareness for the agency. Covenant House, Missouri served nearly 6,000 young people last year, providing classes, job training, health care, housing, and case management. To find out more about Covenant House, Missouri, visit covenanthousemo.org. I always knew there was a good reason that I was not an executive. I mean, the weather's okay now, but think of February 27th. And Debbie, didn't you actually do the same thing?
I did. About 2 years ago, I think, I slept out for Covenant House on the parking lot. It was about 10 degrees.
Wow.
There were people who slept soundly all night long. I could not sleep because I was so cold. I slept for about a half an hour and I woke up with frost on me. I mean, I literally had frost on me.
It's a learning experience, I guess.
It definitely was. Well, also a learning experience, the City of St. Louis Animal Care and Control strongly encouraging pet owners to spay or neuter their pets, and there are very good reasons for it.
One of their vets, Dr. Sarah Frei, is with us right here. She's here to talk about what all that means and why we should do it and how easy it is and all the benefits.
Oh, but first let's meet our
thank you
friend.
for having us. This is Olaf, like from Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
He is a 1.5-year-old male terrier mix, and he is up for adoption right now through City of St. Louis Animal Control.
And he is a sweetie.
Yeah, and our adoption fee is actually 50% off for the month of March, so now would be a great time to take him home. He's been waiting a little while.
Dr. Frei, can you tell me, though, really, how serious of a problem is pet overpopulation?
It's a huge problem. I work in a shelter every day, and it's definitely something that is getting better, but we still need to educate the public on what it is exactly to spay or neuter a dog. It's a surgical procedure that's performed by a veterinarian, And it basically removes the reproductive organs so that they can no longer have puppies or kittens. So,
but it's not just about overpopulation, it's also about the health and safety of your pet, right? So for example, if Olaf were not neutered, what were some of the things facing Olaf and his future family?
Sure, yeah, there's a lot of health benefits. For male dogs, they're less prone to prostate issues in old age. Female dogs, they are much less likely to get breast cancer if they are spayed before they hit puberty, which happens around 6 months of age. So there are some diseases that can be eliminated 100% by spaying or neutering, things like ovarian cancer or testicular cancer.
Clear something up for me. I always thought the problem of pet overpopulation was with like feral animals or animals that really didn't have a home, but that's not true. It's really happening with people's pets.
Sure, yeah, there's a lot of myths surrounding spaying and neutering. One big thing is that it's too costly, or it's not something that can fit in my budget. And we'll talk a little bit later about different programs. This day and age, there are many subsidized programs for having this surgery done at a very, very affordable price for any budget.
But it just, I think people feel like they might be doing something mean to the dog or taking away the dog's, rights to have puppies. But when you think about the number of animals in shelters that need homes,
There's an unbelievable number, Debbie, and Doctor, maybe you could tell me, 65,000. Like if you do not spay or neuter your animal, if you let them reproduce for over like 6 years, the numbers are incredible.
It's really astonishing.
What is that number?
I know that in the St. Louis area, thousands and thousands of animals, every year end up actually not finding homes, that were actually euthanized due to not being able to have a home. So, it's certainly something that is life or death situation for many, many pets.
So you did mention some of the low-cost programs. So just to take away that excuse that people have, there is, I know there's a clinic on Jefferson right in the city.
Yep.
That does it for free, correct?
Yeah.
Or for low cost?
Yeah, so it's normally a very, very low-cost clinic. It's called Carroll House Quick Fix. But certain programs will actually subsidize 100% of the cost of the surgery. A really great group called BARC now for any sort of pit bull terrier type dog, even mixed breeds, they'll actually perform the surgery for free. So it's a really great resource.
And it actually makes the animals happier.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
They're less likely to roam or jump the fence looking for a girlfriend. I can tell you that
Olaf's just looking for those treats behind you.
Yeah, many dogs that most of the dogs I've ever seen hit by cars are usually unneutered males, so
really?
They can get out of the house. And female dogs will come into heat twice a year, and that's kind of a mess. So you just eliminate all those problems if you have this simple procedure.
So is that the biggest hurdle to get across? Is it the dog owners or the pet owners' misconception about what spay and neutering is that prevents them from doing it?
I think once you explain the reasoning, many people are much more receptive. It's just taking the time, to educate the public on it. So.
All right, I don't know if this is completely off base, but are men less likely to want to neuter their male dogs? Because that's been my personal experience.
Yeah, I should probably tread lightly here, but a lot of people can, will feel like they're, taking the animal's manhood. But the truth is, when they're so fixated on finding a female to breed with, they're not paying attention to the family. Most male dogs will become much calmer and make better house pets.
I'm feeling for Olaf right now.
Yeah, that's long
He's
gone.
such a good boy, and he's available for adoption. So you can see right there in the city of St. Louis, Animal Care and Control. You can find them on Facebook, on Twitter, and ACCSTL.com. So if you want more information on spaying and neutering, low cost or free, or if you'd like to adopt Olaf or any number of his friends, those are good places to go.
And if you love your pets, that's something you should think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Olaf's like, I'm going to get those treats. Thank you so much, Dr. Frei, for the information.
Thank you.
And we hope you enjoyed this episode of St. Louis Presents.
And we want to thank our guests, even those with 4 feet. And we thank you at home for watching. Olaf.
We'll see you next time right here on SPL TV.